Well, so back at the boat. Another video, been a long time. A lot of progress has been made, but I've not videoed an awful lot of it. It's all been sort of that rubbing down of the top deck. So although she's a bit dirty, we've made a lot of progress. Kiwi gripped the front end, rebuilt the forepeak, right in the forepeak. I'll show you in a sec. Done a lot of body work to the fiberglass. Rebuilt some windows, put them back in. I'll show you them in a second. They all need to clean up, but they're all back in. And I'm just going to take some stuff in today into the forepeak, into the fore cabin, which can now actually remain dry instead of the windows being out and everything being wet. So I'll sort of show you out here what's been happening through the winter. Bleached the front bunks, they've all been cleaned. They won't come up much whiter than that, but the canvas bunks in the front can go back in. I'll show you the inside in a second. And the nice bits. So I've had all the carpets rebuilt for the side. I don't generally like carpet on the side, but she's in great nick, and I've had them all edged, so they'll look great inside in a minute when I glue them in. Even the pockets to the little bookshelves have been done, so I've had them all whipped around the edge so they look smart. And we'll see how we get on in a second. I've also done forepeak hatch, and that's going to be going in. Wow, so while I'm out here, I'll show you what progress has been done, although she's a bit dusty and a little bit mucky. I've sort of completed the forepeak now, ready for the hardware and some new bits and pieces. It's a bit grubby at the moment, but Kiwi gripped, and all the body work's been done in and around the gunnels and the edges. Have a little look, see what Thy thinks. Me quite likes. The new hatch cover done. It's all very messy at the moment, but saying that, I'm really looking forward to working my way further back the coach roof. I'm working my way back down the sides of the boat. I'll show you quickly how I'm progressing. With filler and fairing. Here's one of the windows I've got in, and I've done this really to waterproof the forepeak, but this is the new perspex. They all need cleaning on the inside and outside, but see what you think. As I said, I'm making my way back. That one's in on the other side, but as long as I get up to this line here, then when I mask off, I can put my sandy grip paint on the top here. That's all good to be in. let's go in, have a look. Okay, so while there's not been an awful lot of video, every now and again I've popped into the forepeak cabin and started doing some bits of work, removing all the dusty stuff. I've got some dusting and polishing, or dusting and sweeping to do before I put these mats in. But as you can see, I've recovered some of the woodwork. Also had to trim this edge back so that I can get my new forepeak hatch in, which, well, let's just give it a go. Where can I put this then? Yeah. Okay. You stay there, and you just watch and learn something here, you lot. This is how to DIY rebuild a really nice boat to a reasonable standard. Can't tell you it's concours, but there's me fillet of fish, and they've all been cut to fit. The proper shape of the little chubba-lubbers. Oh, I'll get it right in a minute. Oh, get in there, look. Mate, that's gonna look mint. Right, back to what I was saying. Just a little simple, easy, latched. It will be latched at the top here. Forepeak cover. It was done during the winter in the workshop. I'll get on my booty. I think you get the gist. Once I've got a nice latch on it and cleaned up these little bits of holes for cleats or something, I might put a nice piece of wood up there. But that's that, and that never existed before, so that just tidies that forepeak up a little bit. I'm happy with that. As I said, I had to nick a bit out here to get the little hatch in, and I might foam back the edge just so she presses against the bulkhead, and that's the, when it goes in proper, that's the carpet there. Oh, I'm excited. I haven't videoed for ages, been lazy. Well, I haven't been lazy, I'm far from lazy. I do something every night I finish work, and but I just haven't been videoing, and it's a lot of it I took as it being boring, because it was very much, my videos were getting very much the same, Seeing a little bit in the workshop, but not an awful lot on the boat, has made me disinterested. So here we go. Them bad boys going up there. Like that. Yeah, like that. And then I've got the new bunks that screw, well, the old bunks. But I soaked them in my bath because I'm a single bloke. I've got so many girlfriends I don't have to moan about, that I don't have to worry about. I soaked these in the bath for a couple of days in bleach. So methinks they're as clean as they're gonna get. How does that work out then? I think they're in 2 parts, chavs. They go back across there. And that's for another night. Because tonight I'm going to glue these. Tonight I'm going to glue these bad boys in. Oh, I love me windows. Bit of trimming up, bit of cleaning up to do. I'll show you on the inside these little nuts, because they're all different sizes. I'm going to just snip them off with a grinder, fettle them back very gently, cut this out with a Stanley again, tidy up it around here with a little bit of isotape. Jobs are good. And yeah, as you can see, I've removed the heads now from in here. I've still got all the seacocks and outlets and supply in the boat, and I'm not sure how I'm going to blank them off. I really don't want to take them out and fiberglass them over, just in case in the future I want to re-establish the pumping water heads. But for now, me's thinking I'm going to have a chemical toilet. They've come on with such progress in the last few years. They really are groovy. Most people have got a little chemical toilet now, and if you need to go number 2s, you should really go when you're ashore, or go when you're ashore, or do it when you're out at sea. Sweet as. Let's not be shy. Don't try this at home. Well, not without referring to an expert's video on YouTube. me luck. Oh, mate. Sunseeker and Princess, eat your heart out. How about that? Look at them. Lockers painted grey again. All washed. Lockers painted grey. New canvases in. That's for another night. Get some lovely latches. 2 drop down latches on that hatch. I'll give that bulkhead another glossing. Might do something with the headlining. I'm not sure yet. At least uncovered but clean. I know where I'm at. And I might do something with this bulkhead here. I might even wood veneer it if I can get away with it. But I really needed to get on with some progress. So that was the real reason for doing the forepeak, and not prepping everything for paint all the way to the aft end, because it was, wow, it's getting depressing. It's not making progress. So I finished the forepeak off, fiberglassing and fillering, fairing, rubbing down, and then I thought, well, let's try kiwi grip. So I masked off the kiwi grip area. And then thought, well, that gives me enthusiasm to come down every evening, especially if I can get the forepeak finished, pretty much dry. I could at least put the carpets in that have been cut and whipped for months. The little forepeak bulkhead door. The windows went in a couple of nights ago, but I'll do a video on putting the windows in. It's not rocket science. Anybody can do it if you've got the right equipment, and you do need a hand for the windows. Somebody on the inside, somebody outside. I couldn't have been jumping in on 3, 6, 9, 10 nuts and bolts all on my own, but getting the windows in the forepeak has been a good result. I've got all the chandlery and the hardware to put back into the holes. I have plugged most of them, but I'll put some of them back in the next few evenings. So yeah, the idea was to then start making my way backwards and just seeing the progress as I made my way backwards, giving me a bit of encouragement instead of going all the way to the back and the boat is still like a junkyard. I'm loving it again. I'm right into it. The weather's been good, but I have been busy with gardens and stuff that I do for a living. But I'm enjoying coming down and doing an hour or 2 a night now. So stay posted. This will be a quick video for tonight. Get you guys up to speed. Hopefully a little bit more interesting. Nothing too more laborious. No more of the big long ones. And I'll start showing you larger progression steps than, you know, weeks and weeks of sanding down, rubbing down. The gunnels are done, which is nice, and I'll show you that on another video. The gunnels are done, ready for the tow rails, all new. I've got to create a steaming box, so I'll do that and get you guys to have a little look at that. That'll be quite good fun, creating a steaming box out of a great big long piece of conduit, piece of tubing, piece of guttering or down, or not guttering, downpipe, 2 ends and a steamer going into it, and then we'll start forming those capping rails, the tow rails all the way around the boat, and she will start looking smart. I can start getting some of the hardware back on, which I spent all the winter polishing, cleaning, hours and hours in the garage, which you guys got a taste of, but God, I couldn't sit through a video of that, let alone doing it myself. So I'll show you some of that stuff going back on. Forepeak needs a really nice piece of hardwood triangulation plate on top of the fiberglassing and fairing and filler. I've done a nice piece of varnished wood on there, then put the stainless chain plate, this chain roller back on, all the cleats, then the push pit, pull pit, all the bits and pieces, and I might do it this way by working my way back. So stay tuned, thanks for watching, catch you next time. I try not to leave it too long now the weather's good, try not to leave it too long, and I won't make big long 26-minute videos all of the same stuff.